ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः पालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य गरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्ज भास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो वृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः सत्सुषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलसुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Now with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off yesterday. We came up to Slokam 27, Adhyayam 12, Skandam number 4. And today, the Sunanda and Nanda have arrived with the divine chariot, divine Vimanam, a plane to take to the abode of Mahavishnu, Sriman Narayana. And then now, so they were asking him to alight, to get on the Vimanam. So they were speaking now from 29 through 28 through 40. Today we will take up with Bhagavan's grace. Maitreya is now describing what happened. So Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya says, Nisamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukhyayoho Madhuchutam Vacham Urukrama Priyaha. Nisamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukhyayoho Madhuchutam Vacham Urukrama Priyaha Krita Abhishekaha Krita Nitya Mangalaha Munin Pranamya Afisham Abhyavadayate. Nisamya Vaikunta Niyojya Mukhyayoho Madhuchutam Vacham Urukrama Priyaha Krita Abhishekaha Krita Nitya Mangalaha Munin Pranamya Afisham Abhyavadayate. Now, Urukrama Priyaha Munin Pranamya Afisham Abhyavadayate. Okay, that is the sentence, first sentence. Okay, so we understand the meaning. Basically, Dhruvan, after listening to these very sweet words spoken, loving words spoken by the messengers from Bhagavan, he worshipped the way the Munigal present there. He took his bath, did his daily duty that he is to finish. After having finished everything, he worshipped the Rishigal present there and got their blessing. Urukramapriyaha munin pranamya asisham abhyavadayat. Urukramapriyaha krita abhishekaha. Urukramapriyaha, Urukrama, Mahavishnu, Sriman Narayana, Trivikrama avataram. Trivikrama avataram because Urukramaha, Mahavishnu, Sriman Narayana, Priyaha, one who is very dear to him. That Dhuruvan, Urukramapriyaha, that Dhuruvan, krita abhishekaha, taking his snanam, krita nitya mangalaha, the daily punya karmakal that has to be done, finishing all that. Munin pranamya, worshipping the various munigal, the rishis. Asisham abhyavadayate, God, asisham, their blessing, abhyavadayate, he received. Now, this Urukramapriyaha, what did he do? Before he did that, Vaikunta niyojya mukhyayoho, Vaikunta niyojya, Vaikunta, Bhagavan, Vaikunta Vasi, Vaikunta Natha, his niyojya mukhyayoho, his exalted messengers, the messengers, the attendants on him. Madhuchutam, Madhuchutam, Madhuhu Uchchutam, Madhuchutam Vacham, the sweet, loving words spoken by them. Nisamya, listening to it, after hearing that, then Urukramapriyaha, Krita Abhishekaha, Krita Nitya Mangalaha, Pranamya, Asisham Abhyavadayate. I hope you understand now. Number 29. Paritya Abhyarcha Vishnagrayam Parshadau Abhivandhya Cha Yeshu Tat Thatum Vibhratu Rupam Hiranmayam. Paritya Abhyarcha Vishna Agrayam Parshadau Abhivandhya Cha Yeshu Tat Adhishthatum Vibhratu Rupam Hiranmayam. Now, Hiranmayam Rupam Vibhrate, Hiranmayam Rupam, the one that is shining in golden effulgence, that effulgence, Vibhrate, one who is wearing that, literally translating, basically, Dhuruvan was glowing in effulgence, Vibhrate, in golden effulgence, he was shining, that Dhuruvan. Tat Agrayam, that exalted divine Vimanam, Vimanatai, Agrayam, Vimanatai, Paritya, circumambulating it. Agrayam Paritya, circumambulating the divine chariot, divine Vimanam, Vibhratu, the Hiranmayam Rupam Vibhratu, the one Dhuruvan shining in golden effulgence, circumambulating that the divine Vimanam. Parshadau Abhivandya, Parshadau, those attendants of Mahavishnu, Sunanda, Nanda, Parshadau, and the Sevagargalai, grammatically, okay? Abhivandya, worshipping them. Tatum Yesha, desire to alight that Vimanam, get on top of it, get into it. Number 30. Tada Uttanapadah Putraha Dadarsa Antakam Agatam Mrityoho Urdhim Padam Datva Aruroha Adbhutam. Tada Uttanapadah Putraha Dadarsa Antakam Agatam Mrityoho Murdhim Padam Datva Aruroha Adbhutam. Very beautifully, how he overcomes death is beautifully described here. Can you place your feet on the head of Yama Bhagavan and move forward? What this says, he now becomes deathless. Beautifully described here. Tada, at that time, Uttanapada Putraha, the son of Uttanapada Dhuruvan, Antakam Agatam Tadarsa. Yama Bhagavan, the Antaka means end. Okay, the Lord of your end, basically the Lord of death, Yama Bhagavan, Agatam, Dadartha, he saw Yama Bhagavan coming there. Agatam Dadartha, he saw Yama Bhagavan coming there. That means basically his earthly journey is over. Now what did he do? Murdnim Dattva, beautiful word, giving as an anugraham, as a blessing. Not of arrogance or anything like that. No. Because a bhakta's feet are as sacred, as divine as Bhagavan's feet. Please remember that. Okay, no difference between bhakta and Bhagavan. So Mrityoho Murdim, that god of death on his head, Murdim on his head, Padam, his feet, Dattva, blessing him, put his foot on his head, blessing. Udam Griham, that Ascharya, wonderful Vimanat, Griham, that Vimanatil, Aruroha, he got into it. Then number 31. Tada Dundubayoho Neduhu Mridanga Panavadayah Gandharva Mukhyaha Prajaguhu Ketuhu Kusuma Vrishayah Dundubayo Neduhu Mridanga Panavadayah Gandharva Mukhyaha Prajaguhu Petuhu Kusuma Vrishayah. At that time, Dundubayaha, the Dundubi, various trumpet-like thing that you blow, those Dundubi Vadyam, Mridanga Panavadayaha, Mridangam and Panam is like tabela, okay, those various instruments. Neduhu, they all make sound. Gandharva Mukhyaha Prajaguhu. Gandharva Mukhyaha Prajaguhu. The various Mukhya means not only important, the leaders of the Gandharva clan, they all sang songs, Prajaguhu, they sang songs. And then Kusuma Vrishtayaha, then there is a rainfall of flowers that fell on him. So the musical instruments all played so beautifully, divine music sung by the Gandharvas, and the flower shower, like a rain, they rained on him. Okay. Peduhu, Kusuma, Vrishtayaha Peduhu. Vrishta means in a huge form, they all fell on him at that time as he alighted that divine Vimanam. Number 32. At that time, I thought, all this is because of my mother. She showed me the path. She said, go and pray to Narayana. She thought of her. I am going there. What about her? She's the one who taught me, showed me the way, showed me the path. You see, gratitude. Very important. Gratitude and contentment are the most two important things in life, in our life. We forget. We forget gratitude. We forget to be grateful. Okay? We just say thank you, and move on. No. Gratitude is much deeper than that. Deeper than that. So at that time, what is the time we're talking of? The most divine moment when he is going to go to Vishnupadam, Paramapadam itself. At that time, because of his gratitude, he thought of his mother. I'm leaving her behind. She's the one who taught me all this. She's the one who showed me the way. For her, this would not have happened. See, that is humility. That is gratitude. Very important to remember, brothers and sisters. Okay. Sahacha sarlokam arokshan suniti janani dhruvaha anvasmarat agam hitva deenam yasye trivishthapam. Sahacha sarlokam arokshan sunitim janani dhruvaha Andasmarat agam hitva deenam yasye trivishthapam. Swarlokam Arokshan, Swargalokam, we say. Swarga means not only they were heard. Okay, Suvargalokam, Bhur Suvaha, we say that Suvarlokam is what Suvarlokam. Suvaha means most beneficent. That is the meaning, etymological meaning of that word. We call it as Swargalokam and we move on. But yes, it is more beneficial, but still it is not devoid of bondage. The one place that is truly most beneficent is Bhagavan's lotus feet, Bhagavan's abode. Swarlokam Arokshan to Swargalokatai. Arokshan to ascend to that. Vishnu's abode, okay. That Sahadruvaha, that Dhruvan, Deenam Mataram Janani Sunitim. Deenam does not mean poor. The one without any support, the one that is requires support. Deena Vatsalaha, we say, when Deena Bandhava, the Bhagavan, we address him like that. That it does not mean that we don't have energy, we don't have Shakti, but we seek him because we are all supported and he is a supporter. Anything that is supported is Deenam. So that Deenam Mataram Janani Sunitam is mother Suniti, Sunitim Mataram Janani, Tayana, Tayakiya, Tayana, Sunitim, Sunitiyai, grammatically, Hitva, giving her up, leaving her behind. So, Deena Mataram Jananim Sunitim Hitva, thinking that, oh, I'm leaving behind his mother Suniti, Agam, very difficult to attain, Trivishtabam, that true Bhagavan's Paramapadam, that abode, which is very difficult to attain, but I'm leaving my mother behind. Yasye Anvasmarate. Yasye, I'm going there. Like this, Anvasmarate, he thought. That thought came to him, oh, I'm leaving my mother behind. Because she is the one who showed me the pathway. Otherwise, how would I have known? Think how beautifully the bhaktas think and behave and conduct themselves for something to emulate. So that is number 32. Sahacha Swarlokam Arokshan Sunitim Jananim Dhruvaha Annasmarat Agam Hitva Deenam Yasye Trivishtapam. Number 33. Iti Vyavasitam Tasya Vyavasaya Surottamau Darsayamasatuhu Devim Puro Yanena Gandhati. Now beautifully, see, this is what the power of a bhakta is. Okay? And iti vyavasitam tasya vyavasaya surottamau darsayamasatuhu devim puroyanena gandhati. Iti, thus, vyavasitam vyavasaya tasya, that Dhuruvanudaya, vyavasitam thought, Yennattai, Vyavasitam, again grammar, okay? Grammatically, Vyavasitam, that Yennattai, that thought. Vyavasaya, knowing this, being aware of it, being aware of Dhruva's thought, this thought of Dhruva, Surotama, again it's a plural, okay? Only two. Though Sunanda, Nandana, Surotama, Puraha, Gachatim, in front, another Vimanam is there. Gachatim, in that Vimanam, who is going there? That Devi, the Sunitiyai, his mother. Saya Masatuhu, they showed it to him. Sunanda, Nandana, knowing Dhruva's thought, he showed him his mother going in the Vimanam ahead of him. This is what a bhakta does. This is what Prahlada did to Hiranyakasipu. Very important to understand. What a bhakta does is unbelievable. So, Next one is 34. Tatra tatra prasamsadvihi pati vaimanikaihi suraihi avakiryamanah dadruse kusumaihi kramaso grahan. Tatra tatra prasamsadvihi pati vaimanikaihi suraihi avakiryamanah dadruse kusumaihi kramaso grahan. Now, how is he traveling? This is all not just only a physical plane. Okay, remember Hiranyakasipu could travel the universe. Okay, it's a level of awareness. Consciousness expands and expands and expands. All these things you transcend. Not necessarily a physical travel. You transcend all this. Become aware of all these various things. Right? That divine consciousness is pervading the whole universe. The subtler than the subtlest. Anor and Yon, it says, subtler than the subtlest. So don't think of it only in a gross form, please. Okay? So, in that process, as his divine consciousness, his consciousness is embracing the all-pervasive divine consciousness, as he's expanding and expanding, what does he see? Like we say in our Saptalogangal, Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Magaha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Ogum Satyam. We say 7 levels of awareness and consciousness as we become less and less selfish and less body bound. Our consciousness expands. Exponentially it expands. From a gross to the subtle, to the subtle, to the subtle, to the subtle it goes. Beyond Satyalokam is Bhagavan, okay, which is impossible even to conceive. So as he is traveling these spheres of expanded consciousness, which is nothing but the outpouring of prema, selfless love within him, that is expanding so beautifully. What does he see? On the way, all the Devargal, everybody, they're all showering him with flowers. And he sees all the planets, the stars, everything. Because he transcends all that. It's just not traveling physically like a spaceship. Don't think of it. When you say Vimanam, it does not mean a spaceship. Okay? So now, Tatra Tatra, there and there, on the way, praising him, Vaimanikaihi, Suraihi, various Devargal are all in various Vimanangal, in divine chariots, in divine planes, so to speak. Kusumaihi, Avakirya Manaha, they're all showering him with flowers. Grahan, various planets and stars and everything in the space. Kramasaha, in order. Everything is in a certain order. Like Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Magaha. Magaha, the Suvaha is the maximum we go, which is our third level of sleep. But beyond that, Magaha is the one that all expansiveness, so huge, right? Maharlokam it is called. Then beyond that is Janarlokam, where all the Pitrukal and everybody, all of us, when we leave the body, we go to that. And beyond that is a tapas lokam, where all the Rishigal are all doing tapas. And that Sapta Rishigal are all there. Beyond that is a Satya lokam of Brahma, the creator. So these are the 7 lokangal. And so Kramasaha, in that order, he is seeing, Dadru say, he saw. Saw means not with his physical eyes. Please, it's not possible to see with physical eyes. He saw means he became aware. Consciousness encompassed all this in that order. This is what beautifully it is described in Taittiriya Upanishad also. Okay, the awareness increases. What happens? We go beyond our physical body, go beyond our pranan, our life force, go beyond our mind, go beyond our vijnana kosam, and then go beyond the ananda kosam also. Okay, these are all so blissful. That's what is described here. So that is what he saw, he experienced. Now 35. Trilokim devayanena saha ativrajya munin api parastat yat ध्रुवगति विष्णोः पदम् अथ अभ्यगात्. See, विष्णु पदम् त्रिलोकीं देवयानेन सह अतिव्रज्य मुनीम् अपि परस्तात् यत् ध्रुवगतिः विष्णोः पदम् अभ्यगात्. Now, after this, okay, then Devayanena, in the pathway of the Devargal, which means what? Effulgence. Deva means effulgence, okay? And the origin, the effulgence, Bhagavan himself is the effulgence. But all of us are all various, you want to call it reflected effulgence or whatever. So as he goes through the pathway, becoming more and more effulgent, more and more blissful, Devayanena in the pathway, Yanena means pathway. Devayanena in that pathway that is going, Trilokim, all three lokangal, Bhulokam, Bhavarlokam. Bhulokam is our planets and stars and galaxies and all that we talk of. Okay, that is Bhulokam. Then Trilokam in Bhuvaha, that means the mind, the sphere of the mind. Okay, that is Hiranyagarbha. Then beyond that is Suvaha, right? What we call as Svargalokam, which is we go up there and then we come back. So Trilokim, all those Trilokangal, Muninapi. Now this is where Janalokam, Taparlokam, and even Satyalokam, Munigal, Saptarishigal, then Ativrajya, going beyond all that. So yet Padam, the Vishnu's Paramapadam, Parama, beyond all this is Bhagavan's abode. Dhruvagatihi, very rapidly, quickly, like there's no time, almost instantaneously, because time actually absent. This is beyond time. Abhyagat, he attained, arrived, he arrived there in Bhagavan's lotus feet, in Vaikuntham, whatever we call it, Paramapadam, okay, Vishnoho Padam, whatever that he arrived. Number 36 and 37, Yat Bhrajamanam Saruchaiva Sarvatah Lokastrayah Hyanu Vibhrajanta Yete Yat Na Avrajan Jantushu Ye Ananugraha Brajanti Bhadrani Charanti Ye Anisam Santaha Samadrusaha Suddhaha Sarvabhutanuranjanaha Yanti Anjasa Achyutapadam Achyuta Priya Bandhavaha. Once more I read it. Very brief description of the Vishnu Padam, which is of course not possible to describe it. Yat Bhrajamanam Sarurchaiva Sarvatah Lokastrayah Si Anu Vibhrajanta Yete Yet Na Avrajan Jantushu Ye Ananugraha Brajanti Bhadrani Charanti Ye Anisam Santaha Samadrusaha Suddhaha Sarvabhutanuranjanaha Yanti Anjasa Yanti immediately Achyuta Padam Achyuta Priya Bandhavaha. Let us Sa Ruchaiva Ruchaya Brahmane. The Rucha means effulgence. Sarucha Eva, one that is shining in its own influence, in own effulgence. Sarucha Eva. From with its own effulgence. It is not coming from elsewhere. The sun's effulgence comes from this effulgence. It is not self-effulgence. You and I, we have this effulgence about us. You know, we call it awareness, life force, whatever it is. Even a blade of grass has effulgence. But everything, all those effulgence comes from this. This effulgence shines through all this. So, Saruchaiva, Sarvataha Yat Pajamanam. With its own effulgence, with its own effulgence, is shining everywhere. Okay, Sarvataha, everywhere, in all times, in all places, in all ways. which Chaiva Bhrajamanam, with its own effulgence shining like this. Yete lokaha hi Bhrajante. Yete, being supported by this, following this effulgence that is shining everywhere. That effulgence, ete, in this effulgence, Trayolokaha, Bhulokam, Bhuvarlokam, Swargalokam, all the three lokangalam, actually it also includes all the 7 lokangal. He certainly, Anu Vibhrajante, they also shine. Because of this effulgence. Jantushu, Anugraha is very important. We just explain that a little bit. Anugraham in, we call it as blessing. No, blessing is an English word. Anugraha means being compassionate, caring for someone, caring for all the other human beings, all the other things that in our life, right? Like a tree cares for you and me, but do I care for the tree? It gives me oxygen. I give it carbon dioxide in return. But these are all natural things. But what do I do? Consciously, what do I do to be compassionate, to be loving to everything? That is anugraham. Anugraham means not doing that without any compassion and love. Okay? Being cold-hearted, being selfish, looking only after my own interest, not caring about others. That is anugraham. Understand that. So this effulgence that shines everywhere and in all places at all times and even beyond time. And in this effulgence, all the universe, all the 3 lokangas, all the 7 lokangas, they're all shining because of this only. And this place is Jantushu Ananugraha Ye Yat Na Avrajan. Ananugraha, the people who are not compassionate and loving to other beings, those to this place, na avrajan, not attaining it. So people who are not compassionate and loving cannot attain this place. This place that is not attainable by the non-loving, non-compassionate people. So iota of selfishness, this door is closed, not possible to attain. Remember that. Okay? Jantushu anugraha ye yat na abrajan. Then, at the same time, yat bhadrani ye charanti brajanti. I'm giving you phrases only so that you can understand it. Anisam, continuously. Stop. Bhadrani ye charanti vrajanti. Bhadrani, all mangalangal, all auspiciousness, all helping, help ever, hurt never. Okay? Satyam vada, dharmam chara. People who follow this all the time and Bhadrani, always working for the welfare and well-being of all the other beings. Continuously they live like this. Ye charanti, those people who are spending their whole life like this. Those people, yatu brajanti, which place they attain. The pathway is open for you. Okay, those attain. Santaha, samadrusaha, suddhaha, sarvabhutanu ranjanaha. Priya bandhavaha. Let us take each one of those. Those people, anjasa achyuta padam yanti. This is the achyuta padam, Bhagavan padam, parama padam. Tat Vishnoho paramam padagam sada pasyanti surayaha. Okay? Tat Vishnoho paramam padagam. Okay? Like that it goes. That paramam padam, that param padam, Bhagavan's Vishnu, Narayana, whatever you call it, the place from which there is no return. Another way Bhagavan himself says that achyuta padam, anjasa yanti, they attain it very quickly, immediately, very fast. without any obstruction. They attain it. Who do that? People who are peaceful, no mental agitation. Sukha-dukhe same kritva labha-labhau jaya-jayau. Please refer to that. Slokam 38, Adhyayam 2, Bhagavad Gita. Very important slokam. People who are like that. Samadrusaha, looking at only oneness in everything. No two, no equal. Everything is one. Equality means there is more than one. This is only samam, means everything is one, appearing differently, that's all. Samadrusaha, suddhaha, trikarana suddhi, mind, speech and bodily action all pure. Suddhaha, see, if you are only trikarana suddhi will give you santam, only that will give you samadrishti. All these are the same people, not different ways it is described. Sarvabhuta anuranjanaha, people who are compassionate and loving to all the other beings, including human beings. Achyuta, Priya, Bandhavaha, Bandham, bonded, bound to Achyuta, therefore they become pleasing to Achyuta himself. So I bind myself to Bhagavan, then I please him. Then I become Achyuta Priya Bandhava. So those people, Anjasa, without any obstacle, no obstruction, Achyuta Padam Yanti, attain this place, Bhagavan's Paramapadam, they attain. That is the meaning of this. Let me read the two slokas once more and then move on. Yat Brajamanam Sarvachaiva Sarvatah Lokastrayah hi anu vibhrancha yete yat na avrajan jantushu ye ananugraha vrajanti bhadrani charanti ye anisam santaha samadritaha suddhaha sarvabhuta hanuranjanaha yanti anjasa achyuta padam achyuta priya bandhavaha. Number 38. Iti उत्तानपादः पुत्रो ध्रुवः परायणः अभूत् त्रयाणां लोकानां चूडामणिः इव अमलाः. इति उत्तानपादः पुत्रः ध्रुवः कृष्णपरायणः अभूत् त्रयाणां लोकानां चूडामणिः इव अमलाः. Now, iti, thus. Uttanapadah putraha dhruvaha. One more adjective. Krishna parayanaha. Parayanam. Parayanam does not mean sitting and leave. Sundarakanda parayanam. No. And the Saptaha parayanam. We just read it. No. Parayanam means, and when we say we do parayanam, the Bhagavan is without stopping continuously, not only in this life of ours, in the next life, previous birth, future birth. Just imagine, without stopping. There's no breakage in that. Only caring for us, yearning for our welfare, okay, and continuously working towards it. And all these put together is Parayanam. Total, exclusive involvement, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever way you want to call it, totally involved. And there's no stoppage to that. That is Parayanam. So Krishna Parayanaha, one who is involved with Bhagavan Krishna like this, that Uttanapadaha Putraha, the son of Uttanapadaha Dhruvaha, iti, thus, Trayanam Lokanam, all the three worlds, all the 7 worlds also, Trayanam Lokanam, Amalaha, Chudamanihi, Iva Amalaha, pure, without any blemish. Chudamani means the crown jewel. Like that, Iva, he became like the crown jewel. All the lokangal. Okay, that is the meaning of it. Number 39. Gambhira Vegaha animisham jyotisham chakram ahitam yasmin bhramati kauravya medyam iva gavam ganaha. What is this chudamani iva? What is this crown jewel place? What is this? What is this Paramapadam that he is talking about? That is another way it is described here, which we can relate to in our world. Those of us who have been to villages and seen how buffaloes, when you want, even when you want to pulverize, powder something, you put a central mast, a post of some sort, and then you tie the buffalo around it and the bull around it, and the bull goes around and round and round and round, right? It's like a mixer, like, you pulverize, paste, whatever you want to do, right? But it is going around in a circle, a pradikshinam way, around the central post. What it's doing. And if you take a chakram, in a wheel, in a car or a bicycle or whatever, it goes around the central point. And so like that, that's the example given. Like that, all the stars, the planets, the galaxies, and everything revolving around this point. That's basically the meaning of the slokam coming up. 39. Gambhira vegaha animisham jyotisham chakram ahitam yasmin bhramati kauravya medyam iva gavam ganaha. Medyam iva ganam gavaha. Okay, medyam iva ganam, the bulls, the ganaha, the groups of bulls, gavam, medyam iva, how they go around the central post. It is like that. A Kauravya, the one who is born in the Kuru Vamsam, a Vidura, Gambhira Vegaha, going very fast, they go around and round and round. But now, with Gambhira Vegaha, not the bulls are not going very fast, but the universe, the planets, the galaxies, even the sun, tremendous speed, 18,600 miles per second, or whatever it is. Everything is going, the earth is going around at huge speed, isn't it? But Gambhira Vegam, the whole universe, the planetary systems, the stars, and beyond the galaxies, and the expansion of the universe as we understand it in physics, everything is taking place in tremendous speed. Light years, we are calculating that, isn't it? Such a speed it is expanding. Okay? So that is Gambhira Vegam. That Gambhira Vegaha Jyotisham Chakram. All the things that is shining in the universe, talking of physically in a physical plane, they're all moving at tremendous speed. But what do? They all go around a central point, like the way the bulls go around the post. Jyotisham Chakram, Yasmin Ahitam Bhramati. Yasmin, which place? Bhramati, they go around which place? That place, Dhuruvan attained. This is the Amalaha Chudamanihi. This is the crown jewel place. Physically, we say pole star. But pole star is a physical form. Has its own time limit. It's also degenerating, it's also dying. But it is stationary. That is a way that we understand it physically. But more important than that is the unseen, uncognizable central point around which all of us revolve. Kala Chakram, all of us revolve, isn't it? So the electrons revolve around the nucleus. They go into the nucleus. Ultimately, where is it? You cannot see it. So that point is Paramapadam. It cannot be described. Okay? And that place is where Dhruva attained. Number 40. Mahimanam vilokyasya naradaha bhagavan rishihi athodhyam vidutanne slokane satre agayate prachetasam. Prachetas, we're going to read about that in subsequent adhyayangal, who are the prachetas, we call prachetasam. they call prachetas. Prachetargal in Tamil we say, okay? So Mahimanam Vilokyasya Narada Bhagavan Rishihi Atodhyam Vitudanne Slokan Satre Agayate Prachetasam. Prachetasam. Prachetargalin. Okay? In English, Pracheta, Prachetas, plural, apostrophe and S, Prachetas. Okay. So what did Narada do? This wonderful achievement, it's a great thing. This is truly Mahima. Okay, Mahima and true greatness, right? And seeing this, Narada Muni becomes extremely happy. After all, remember, he gave the mantram to Dhruva, isn't it? And so he followed his advice. So very happy. So what? A teacher is very happy. What does he do? He sings the praise of his student. Oh, I had the student so good. So he was very happy. And what did he do? He goes to the Satrayagam that is being conducted by the Prachetas, the Prachesargal. They were conducting Satrayagam. That Satrayagam, he went there and playing his beautiful divine lute, divine Vinay, and he started singing the praise of Dhruva. Asya Mahimanam Vilokya, seeing this greatness of this Dhruva, Bhagavan Narada Rishihi, Bhagavan Narada Muni, Atotyam Vidutanne, Atodhyam Vidutanne, carrying his divine Vinay, playing this, not carrying it, playing it, Satre, in the Satrayagam that is being conducted by Prachetas, in that Yagam, he went there, then Slokan Agayat, Slokan, praiseworthy, not just verses. Slokam means, one meaning is verse, another meaning is praise. When we say praise, we mean the true praise, not the kind of praise we have in our world today. Okay? No, these are all something that's worshipable. And so, Slokan Agayate, he sang the praise of Dhruva in that Satrayagam in front of the Prachetas girl. So Narada went there, and what Narada says, we will cover with Bhagavan's grace in our next session. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.